Hey guys, welcome to Tip Tuesday, where I give you a quick video and a quick beauty tip. I haven't done a Tip Tuesday in a while, and I apologize I haven't uploaded a video in about 2 weeks. I have been moving. As you can see, the background is a little bit messy. I'm in a new area. I'm in between places right now. I'm looking for a house. My lease ended, so moving in with my parents temporarily. So that's the situation going on right here. Just trying to get settled. So that's I've been doing that while going to school and working. So I've been like crazy busy. So I apologize. So I just wanted to film a video today and do a quick Tip Tuesday. Something that I thought would be a good video to do, because I get a lot of questions about, if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, people say like, oh, if you have oily skin type, this foundation is good for you. If you have dry skin, this face wash is good for you. Or if you have combination skin, it's not good for you to use this blush, or whatever it is. A lot of people are very confused on what kind of skin they have, and like how do they determine whether they have oily skin, dry skin, or whatever it is. I just wanted to break it down for you guys so you can really understand what kind of skin type you have, because once you're able to understand what kind of skin type you have, you're more able to understand what products will work for you, or what methods will work for you, and things like that. And I think for me, that's what really helped me get my skin on track, to get my skin looking the best it could. It's understanding what skin type I have and what I need to do to make my skin a lot better. The things that I would recommend for an oily skin person is totally different than what I'd recommend for a dry skin person. So if you're watching a YouTube video and someone tells you, I have oily skin and I use this, and now I have perfect skin, and if you have dry skin and you use those products, it's gonna totally not work for you. You know what I mean? So it's good to understand what skin type you have. What skin type do you have? Do you have oily skin? You need to know. There's about 5 basic skin types. There's oily skin, combination skin, dry skin, sensitive skin, and sun damaged skin. Your skin type is basically determined just on how little or how much oil your skin produces. If you produce a lot of oil, then you're more oily skin. If you produce not any oil, then you have dry skin. You might find also that sometimes your skin type will fluctuate. Sometimes it will go from normal skin to oily skin to dry skin to combination skin. It can fluctuate depending on seasons, or depending on like what kind of products you use, or things like that. And that's fine. Or maybe it's that time of the month, and during that time of the month you get more dry patches or whatever. That is normal. So it's okay to fluctuate as long as you understand the basic concept of what kind of skin type you have. A good general way to tell whether you have oily or dry skin is freshly wash your face, pat it dry so your face is dry. Take one of those oil blotting sheets and just pat them like around your face. In different areas. If everywhere you go, like on your cheek, your chin, over here, your neck, whatever, on your temples, if it's oily on the paper from different areas, then you have oily skin. If you're doing this and there's no oil anywhere, then you have dry skin. Most women have combination skin with like mostly like an oily T-zone with normal skin everywhere else. That's like a combination. So if you're patting everywhere and it's dry except for on your T-zone, you get a little bit of oil on the oil blotting sheet, then you most likely have combination skin. Okay, so once you do that test, you can kind of gauge whether you have oily skin, dry skin, and combination skin. If you have sun damaged skin, that's more like it says, from sun damage. You'll have sunspots, sun pigmentation, hyperpigmentation in different areas. When I first moved to Florida, I would get sunspots, or I would get like little dry patches on my face and even on my shoulders and my arms, and I had to go to a dermatologist for that. So but that's sun damage issue. So you can kind of notice that from off the bat. I think it's more people have a hard time distinguishing between oily, combination, and dry skin. So if you have oily skin, basically your skin produces a lot of oil, especially in the T-zone area, which will be like right here. Imagine like a T on your face, like a lowercase t. This is pretty much your T-zone, from your forehead to your nose, kind of to your chin, and then on the high points of your face right here. That's your T-zone area. That's where you produce the most oil. If you have oily skin, you're more prone to breakouts and blackheads, especially in your nose and things like this, because your pores are have so much oil. You also probably have a little bit of enlarged pores also. Now, if you have oily skin, it can be very frustrating as far as like putting makeup on a product. It can cause things to slide all over the place. What I recommend is definitely making sure you invest in a really good skin primer that you can use underneath. Benefits Professional is good. I know they have like a mattifying primer, anything to keep your face matte and to keep anything underneath your makeup that will keep everything looking good on the outside. That's what I would recommend. The good thing about having oily skin, I know it can cause you problems and issues, and you're like, oh my god, I hate having oily skin, but in the long run, it really helps your face to age better as you get older, because it keeps your face moist and plump. It's not like losing any nutrients. It's not dry and brittle, if that makes any sense. And often you'll find that, you know, you'll have oily skin as you get younger, and then as you get older, your skin will start to get a little bit more dry. When it comes to makeup, like I said, definitely use a primer. Stay away from more like oil-based. You can look for like oil-free moisturizers, oil-free foundations and things like that. That will help you as well. I also have heard that if you have oily skin, putting oil on your skin, like as far as like a nightly routine, like definitely you want to wash your face with something that's formulated for oily skin. And then after you wash your face, if you put like a little oil on your face, like a face oil, it tricks your face into thinking that it's already producing oil, so therefore it doesn't produce as much oil, if that makes any sense. So I have heard that that's really good. I have combination skin, so like when I wash my face, I use an oil on top before I put my moisturizer, and my face does not produce as much oil. I've noticed since I have done that, and it works really, really good. Okay, if you have normal combination skin, then you're in the general population of women. Majority of women have this skin type, and like I said, you can move on the spectrum a little bit, but this is where most people lie on the spectrum. Normal combination skin basically means that you have an oily T-zone somewhat, so mostly in the T-zone area it will be oily, and that's really where you produce the most oil. Other than your T-zone, your face is pretty much normal, and you usually have a little bit of dry spots. So for me, I get oily in this area, and then around here a little bit, and like here I get a little bit of dry patches. In the summer especially, I might get some little dry patches in my cheeks and stuff like that, and then my forehead gets really oily, and my nose gets really oily, and sometimes here it gets a little oily. So that's basically how combination skin goes. So for combination to normal skin, as far as makeup goes, you're pretty safe using liquid and cream products. That's fine. I still recommend using a base, but I guess I recommend that for all skin types, just more so for oily and combination. If you have dry skin, you can kind of get away with not using it. When it comes to washing your face, you might want to treat those parts of your face separate. Your oily parts of your face and your normal parts of your face and your dry parts of your face, if that makes any sense. So what I usually do for my skin type is when I wash my face, I use an overall cleanser for my whole face. And my cleanser kind of changes it, and it's not oily based or anything like it's not made for oily skin types or anything like that. And then when I use my toner, I focus my toner mostly in my oily areas. So like my T-zone is really where I tone the most and use stuff like that. I use a heavier moisturizer in the parts of my face that are dry, and I have an under eye cream that I use that's very light for these areas, and I also apply oil to my T-zone. Anything left over, I tap in my other parts of my face. I can do like a skincare routine and talk about more about what I use for my combination to normal skin type. I can do that because that's what I have, so I can talk personally about that. But I'm just giving you general information for everything. Okay, so if you have dry skin, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Your skin is dry. The way you tell your skin is dry is after you wash your face, your skin will feel tight and kind of hard. And like, you ever had that feeling where your hands are like, oh my god, I need lotion, my hands feel so dry. You'll get that feeling on your face, especially after your face is washed. And you'll like, your face is like needing moisture and it's quenching, like, you know, it needs water or something like that, you know, and you can feel that in your skin. If you have dry skin, you can get flaky patches in your face where things will flake off. You'll have a lot of dry patches. You're more prone to get wrinkles and things like that. You might have redness and irritation and stuff like that, and your face can be, you know, a little bit sensitive. If you have dry skin, I recommend using a heavy, thick, very moisturizing moisturizer for your face, and I wouldn't apply oils to your face because then your face will produce less oil on its own. You can exfoliate your face more regularly if you have dry skin as well. Also, if you have dry skin, it's good to just always hydrate your face. You can have hydrating mist, whether it's water, Max, you know, spray, or any hydrating mist that you use. You can use that throughout the day, especially if you live like in a cool climate in the winter, or if it's like summer and it's really, really hot where you live, then you can use things like that to help with dry skin. It's really good to get things that are geared towards dry skin because those things will really help build the moisture back into your face. And when doing your makeup, you can still use a primer, but I would recommend using a different kind of primer. You don't want like a very mattifying primer because your face is already dry and matte. You want something that will bring life back into your face, something moisturizing and, you know, playful to go into your face, if that makes any sense. If you have sensitive skin, I think you know that. So, you know, and you can have oily skin, you know, you can have oily sensitive skin, you know, so there's a combination between these. So yeah, you'll have to figure out and see like what best defines you. But sensitive skin, you just get irritated. It's easily for your skin to get irritated by using different cleansers, moisturizers, toners, foundations, blush. Anything can make your skin go a little crazy. So it's really hard to figure out exactly what works for you, but other than you experimenting, you know. So a good way that I think to figure out what works best for you is to get samples of things, because you can get a sample of a blemish, you know, cream, under eye cream, a moisturizer, a cleanser, and things like that, and see what works for you without committing to buying a full-size product. And that's what I would recommend. Or if your friend has a moisturizer that you like, try a little bit of it, or get a little jar and take some of it and see if it works for you. You know, that's what I would recommend, because it sucks to have to buy something that you hear is really good and then it freaking breaks you out and now you're stuck with it, you know? So a lot of times you can return things too, so, you know, keep that in mind. But it's really going to be trial and error by a person to person basis, because not every sensitive skin person is going to be sensitive to the same thing. So you really have to just try, you know, different things. And like I said, you can have oily sensitive skin, dry sensitive skin, which will just make things a lot more difficult than having like normal sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, good luck. It's going to take a little while, but once you really figure out what works for you, it'll be magic, and then your skin will just look amazing. If you have sun damaged skin, it's similar to like fast aging skin. So you may be younger, but your skin looks a little bit older. That can be to you know, sun damage over the time. I recommend, if you're young, to use things that have SPF, especially when you're outside and it's hot out, you're gonna be in the sun, things like that. I'm a big stickler. Like, I'm scared to get skin cancer, so I'm always putting on sunscreen, especially because I have a lot of tattoos. I'm always putting on sunscreen because I don't want my tattoos to get faded, because I have a lot of colored tattoos. So I hope this helped you guys figure out a little bit about what kind of skin type you have. I just wanted to give you some general information. Let me know in the comments down below, did this help you figure out what skin type you have? And let me know in the info what skin types you have. I want to see if a lot of more people are combination to normal skin, and you know, so let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe, it really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.